And now it's time for the Asian area with Lu Min Cook. I hope my pronunciation is not too bad for Lu Min Cook is currently head of GMO detection department in Agricultural Genetics Institute. This is leading national laboratory providing analytical service on GMO testing under Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development in Vietnam. And she studied molecular biology and obtained a PhD in genetic breeding from Vietnam Agricultural Sciences Institute in Hanoi, and had been trained in JRC in Italy and Malaysia with the Asian countries. On the analysis method of food samples for the presence of GMOs. So, the floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you for very nice introduction, and also thank you for giving me opportunity to be here. Today, I can present here the current status and challenges of GMO development and GMO detection method in Vietnam. In our country, the national legislation, we have 3 laws. The first law on food safety, the second law on biodiversity, and the third law on environment protection. And on this law is a ratification on the Cartagena Protocol on biosafety and the Convention on Biological Diversity. Follow the law, we have some GMO regulation, and our food safety law is we regulate that the food the threshold for food for labeling food is at the level of 5%, and in my country, for approved GM even, we have get the responsibility of 5 ministries. It's a Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Science and Technology, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Industrial Trade, and Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. Now in my country, we have just approved 21 even for maize, 16 even for soybean, 8 even for cotton, 3 alfalfa, 1 sugar beet, and 4 canola. And since 2015, we approved 16 GM variety for environmental release. For the research in Vietnam, we also did some related research in Vietnam, but all of them is only in pipeline. We did the research on golden rice in Rice Research Institute in the south of Vietnam. We also did some BT and EPS transform plant on maize. And for soybean, we also did some BT and drought tolerant. And other species like Wolffia, tobacco, for example, we expression of drought tolerant rice. And we also have some forestry, GM. We do the transformation with plant growth factor and gene for CN1 for improved plant growth and wood quality. We also do some papaya transgenic for BRSV resistant, but it's also in pipeline. The cotton, we also do some BT and drought tolerant. And for the new genome editing related research in Vietnam, we also do some papaya tolerant to BRSV virus and the rice with high yield and fragrant and resistant to bacterial blight. And for the soybean, we do the multi-tolerant to biotic and abiotic stresses. And for tomato, we do for the higher quality. In my country, my lab is a GMO detection department in Agriculture Genetic Institute. It belongs to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Ministry of Agriculture is pointed that the organization that the most important organization to give the right to approve for the GM even in my country or not. In 2017, our lab became the national reference laboratory for GMO testing. And this is we're doing some screening methods, and we can do 15 maize even for even specific methods, and even and 11 soya in events, and 1 rice event, and 1 papaya. The other lab in my country located also in the south of Vietnam, in the north of Vietnam, and in the central of Vietnam. And the other lab also belong to the private laboratory. So we have almost 15 laboratories on GMO detection in Vietnam now. So to come here, I have so many challenges, and when I come here, I can learn a lot from all of the community here to have solved some of my problems, like how to detect or combine trace, like a stacked GM in food sample, and what is the difference in detection method between a product of mixture from some GM events and a product from a stock GM events. And also in my country, sometimes we find unauthorized GMO present in food sample, and we don't know how to evaluating and detect the innovative genome editing product. And now in my country, we also draft the regulation for genome editing plant, animal, and microorganisms. And thank you for your attention.